Today, family members, and we are now into day three, essentially the moving day of the test match that is there both in Melbourne and at Centurion. I'll come to Melbourne a bit later, but at Centurion yesterday, we saw KL Rahul notch up his seventh overseas 100, eighth overall, and if you look at it, sixth away from Asia. The performances that KL Rahul has put so far has been really, really good. And Vikram Rathore at that time on day two said that he is our ultimate crisis man. Now, KL Rahul came for the press conference yesterday and he was really, really honest about a lot of things. Firstly, negative comments continue to pour into KL Rahul for performances that he did in the past, for not contributing in a big game situation. KL Rahul stated that he just can't please everybody on this planet. That is the thing. The main theme that he focused on was that performances on a consistent basis will ensure that all the negative comments are taken out. He highlighted the point that yes, when he suffered that thigh injury and he had to undergo surgery, there was a lot of negative comments. It gave him time to reflect on what he was and what was the person he wanted to be. He did not want to react any time on social media. He said that that is the one thing that I've avoided, that I will not react to any kind of social media comments. He also stated that yes, it gave me time to figure out how I wanted to be as a person, how I wanted to be as a personality. And because he's clear on what he wants to be, it is reflecting in the performances. I mean, ever since he's come back from injury, look at how he's performed. 100 against Pakistan, a 97 against Australia in a crunch situation in Chennai. Here in Centurion on a pitch that was very damp, there was overhead cloud cover, there was moisture, yet he came up with a brilliant 100 in which Sunil Gavaskar himself stated it was the top 10 best knocks that I've ever seen from an Indian cricketer overseas. That is very, very high praise indeed. And KL Rahul himself stated, like, yes, when I come to the middle order, there is just no planning in it. You can't plan your innings in a middle order. So what happens is here in Centurion, he knew that he was going to bat with the lower order and with the tail. So what did he do? Fine, I will take my chances. I will take up the challenge and I'll ensure that I face a lot of the deliveries. And look at how he shepherded the tail. KL Rahul's one major comment was that I will shepherd the tail and I will ensure that I take up the challenge. There was a plan, and that is how it all clicked into places. 101. He becomes the first overseas batter to hit two consecutive centuries in Centurion. He's only the second Indian batter after Sachin Tendulkar to hit two centuries in the same venue in South Africa. Imagine, Tendulkar hit a century in Cape Town, 111 in 1992 and 146 in 2011. KL Rahul has done it 123 and 101 in Centurion. So that's why this knock of KL Rahul is truly magnificent in more ways than one. And as far as social media is concerned, it is a symptom that you cannot satisfy and please everybody in this planet. And that is why KL Rahul has decided that yes, he will not react to any negative comments. He's not going to react much on social media. He's just going to go out and give his performances. And in the middle order, he stated that now I know what the plan was, but even you're in the middle order, you can't plan your innings accordingly. You have to just go with the flow. You have to ensure that you take it one delivery at a time. And that's how it is. So KL Rahul at this point in time has really become India's ultimate crisis man, a man for the crisis. And that's why he has put in a great performance. So India have conceded a lead of 11 runs so far. Dean Elgar is looking in great touch. Today, the weather in Centurion is good. There is no threat of rain. Today you'll get the best weather, but towards the fag end, you may see bad light plates roll. So that's why Centurion today is the best time to bat. It is going to be the best conditions, day 3 and day 4. India will be hoping to capitalize on it and ensure that they get the remaining 4 wickets for just about 40 or 50 runs more. Because if you concede a lead in excess of 50, in excess of maybe even 100, then India face a massive, massive task. So that's the current situation that we have got at this point in time. Next, when we have to look at it, the Melbourne Test. Pakistan had reduced Australia to 16 for 4, and they were in with a good chance of ending their drought. But now Mitchell Marsh is 50 and a brilliant knock from, and also a rear guard from Steve Smith also. Remember, Smith has not been in good form, and this final knock of the year at the Melbourne Cricket Ground could probably go away in silencing the detractors. If Smith can get to a 50, if Marsh can get to a big score, then Australia will be hoping that they can bundle Pakistan out and continue their winning streak to about 16 against them in Australia. So after they were 16 for 4 with Amir Jamal and Shaheen Afridi wreaking havoc, Australia have recovered with this superb partnership between Mitchell Marsh and Steve Smith. But there were bizarre scenes at the MCG because play was halted for 7 minutes. Not because of bad light, not because of a side screen malfunction, not because of any other thing. The umpire got stuck in the lift. Yes, the umpire got stuck in a lift, and that is why play was halted for 7 minutes. It can only happen in Australia. You remember one of the commentators also got stuck in Hobart one time, and play had to be suspended because there was a power failure there. There in Melbourne, the umpire got stuck in a lift and play had to be halted for 7 minutes. After that, one more umpire had to take a break, maybe because he was not feeling well or because he had to take a toilet break, and that's why a reserve umpire also came in. So that is why there were very bizarre scenes at the MCG at this point in time. As I speak in this morning wrap, Mitchell Marsh is batting very well along with Steve Smith. A total in excess of 250 in the range of 300 could be very difficult for Pakistan to chase because there seems to be a lot of assistance for the bowlers heading into day 4 of the Melbourne Test. And remember, if Australia win this Test match, Pakistan's their loss streak extends to 16, and they have never won a series in Australia. That's the situation that we have got at this point. And remember, Pakistan have never won a test since 1995 here. If they lose this, 16 consecutive tests. Truly a horror story of epic proportions, and many people in Pakistan will not be able to see it because I've done a video. The Pakistan versus Australia test match in Melbourne is not being telecast in Pakistan because of surrogate advertising or betting. So that's why it's a rather bad situation for Pakistan. They need some quick wickets. If they don't, they are in big trouble. Now, if you have to look at the world of other sports, today, the World Rapid and Blitz Championship, when you have to look at the open category, you're going to see the final rounds of the Rapid event. And later on, you're going to see the Blitz event as well by tomorrow. If Anish Giri doesn't make it to the podium, then D. Gukesh has all but sealed his spot in the candidates. However, Vidit Gujrati is in the top 10 at this point. Pragnananda is in that middle table scrap at this level. Magnus Carlsen is the runaway leader. And whatever you do, you cannot leave Magnus Carlsen out. He is a beast and he may be gunning for his 5th Rapid and World Blitz title. And remember, all the focus is on the Indian Grandmasters who put on a good show. Vaishali, for example, Pragnananda's sister, is in 2nd position heading into the final few rounds today that will be played. After that, you'll have the Blitz. If Anish Giri doesn't finish on the podium, and that looks a little difficult at this point in time, then Gukesh has all but sealed his place in the candidates. We'll come to know about it today, that through the FIDE circuit, Gukesh has done it. So that's why it's a big boost for India in 2023. That 2023 could end with 3 Indians in the candidates, where there was only 1 in Vishwanathan Anand before. This time you'll have 3, and that is why it's truly a golden year for Indian chess in that manner. Now, the next sporting update is Dipa Karmakar. She's going to participate in the national gymnastic event after 8 years. Remember, she's had her share of injuries and drug problem. She was banned because of doping, and now she's coming back. Dipa Karmakar will be really looking to get back lost ground and ensure she plays well in that national gymnastics tournament. So, lot of things to look forward to for Dipa Karmakar. Remember, maybe she may not even make it to the Olympics, but at least she will once again recharge, regroup, and ensure that, yes, the journey continues for her. So, Dipa Karmakar participating in the national gymnastics after 8 years. But today, in the Rapid and Blitz tournament, you could see a 3rd Indian in the candidates. When that happens, we'll bring you the live updates for that, and we'll also bring you live updates for the India versus South Africa match in Centurion. Weather is absolutely fine in Centurion today. There is no threat of rain, but yes, cloudy conditions in the evening time. could result in bad light halting play. So that's the current situation we have. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on Sports Today. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live. And don't forget, we are on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well. Bye bye.